Hello! Today is in Myanmar. It's February 24th, so it's my birthday and I wanted to make a video baking a cake because that's what I did last year. And this video is going to be 19 things I learned in 19 years. And today I'm baking devil's food cake from Duncan Hines. It's a deliciously moist cake mix, so you know it's gonna be good. Yeah, and I'm gonna be making a vegan version of it. Yes! So I already have 3 eggs, but what I did was I used flaxseed powder and I added water to it to make up for the 3 eggs that we need in this. Okay, I'm mixing the cake. The first thing I learned is to eat before grocery shopping because that saves a lot of money. You won't be driven by impulses, but instead you'll be like, okay, that's what's there. And also it helps if you go in with a shopping list. The next thing I learned is that going outside, like being in the sun and not like in the apartment or like in a room, helps anxiety and depression. And the third thing I learned is that I might have something like that, generalized anxiety disorder or depression. The fourth thing I learned is how to mail a letter. The fifth thing I learned is to use Google Drive for school documents. It doesn't like clog up your computer, and I need my computer to like edit, so that helps a lot. The sixth thing I learned is to take advantage of the free tissue paper boxes and the toilet paper that hotels have. You know what I mean. The seventh thing I learned is that music is so difficult. My professor, he's like, this class is as difficult as Chemistry 101. You come in thinking it's probably gonna be the easiest class, but no. The eighth thing I learned is to like not box myself in. In high school, there's a lot of like stereotypes like, oh, you're a jock, you're a nerd, and like things like that. And then being in college, there's less of that. They're still like, oh no, like I'm not a cinematographer, I'm an editor and stuff like that, which is good. Like that helps to know what you want to do and what you don't, but at the same time, like be open to anything. Like my friend, she asked me if I wanted to cut her hair and I did, and it was awesome. So now I don't know, I'm not gonna box myself in saying that I'm a hairdresser. I can do anything I want. The 10th thing I learned is to make my own decisions. I love Taylor Swift, so when she has beef with like Kanye West and Katy Perry, without even making my own like decision about it, I'm like, I hate them. And that's really stupid, but because I loved Katy Perry so much, but now I'm trying to like not let other people's business affect what I think. And the same thing with friends. Like you have your really close friends and they might have their own enemies and stuff, but that doesn't mean that you have to hate those enemies for them, you know? Unless it's something really personal that other person did to your friend on purpose. Like you don't have to take sides. There aren't sides. The 11th thing I learned is to reach out to old friends when you're in college because it's so easy to not have any friends and like lose touch with your friends from high school. But I learned that you have to reach out. And the 12th thing I learned is that after you reach out, you should only put effort into the friends that also put effort back in. It's like you can put in effort, but if it's a one-way street, it sucks and it just makes you sad. The 13th thing I learned is that being humble is so attractive. I love Dan Smith and he's so talented and he's so amazing, but he's so humble, which makes it 700 times better. I learned that being humble is the best thing ever, but I know that I'm not the most humble person. The 14th thing I learned is that my body will reflect my experiences. Like in high school I had really bad acne because I had a lot of dermatillomania, and now my skin is kind of the worst it has been in the past 2 months because I have been getting back to picking at my skin, but I've also been doing really bad with my hair. It just made me really unconfident in high school when I had really terrible acne. As long as I don't touch it, I don't pick at it, and I like drink lots of water and I eat healthy, my skin will reflect the healthy thing. Because the only reason we are attracted, not the only reason, one of the many reasons we are attracted to perfect, flawless, I don't know, glowing skin is because it reflects a healthy lifestyle. The 15th thing I learned is that in the entertainment industry, I learned this from my teacher. She said that you have to have terribly thick skin and terribly thin skin at the same time. You have to have thick skin because you will be rejected so many times, and you have to have thin skin because you're making art. If you're an actress, you're making art by channeling emotions, and if you are like a screenwriter or I don't know, anything, you have to be thin by allowing your experience to like show on the art that you make. So it's like this really difficult field where you have to be thick-skinned and thin-skinned. I don't know, really something's happening here. The 16th thing I learned is that the type of love I seek for is the type that I have to put in effort and I have to earn, and that has caused some issues, but I don't know. I don't think I can change it. And on a cognitive level, I know that's what I want. The 17th thing I learned in my 19 years is how to bullet journal. The 18th thing I learned is to not let what I think other people are thinking about me scare myself from doing things I want to do. Like, for example, if I want to make this video, I shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, what are my friends gonna say? They're gonna be like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I shouldn't make it. Like, my friends might not even say that. If they're my friends, they probably wouldn't say that. And the people that are saying that are not my friends. It's this mental fear that I have that's preventing me from doing a lot of the things that I want to do. And the 19th thing I learned is how lucky I am to have my mom. She is supportive in my decision to come to the school, and she provides me with so much emotional and financial support, and I know that that is really rare, and I'm getting emotional, so I'm gonna stop. So those are the 19 things I learned. I'm gonna put this in a pan and bake it. The cake is done. I'm gonna frost it. The frosting is gonna be made with coconut milk and chocolate. These chocolate are from Trader Joe's. They're the semi-sweet chocolate chips, but there's no milk in it. And I'm gonna add coconut milk and heat it up. I think that's good. While that's heating up, let's talk. I don't know how people usually feel about their birthdays, but I feel really nervous because other people's birthday are really special to me, and then I try to make it really special for them. Then I try to make mine really, like, I try to tone it down in my mind because, like, I don't like to be disappointed. And while I was growing up, February is always the exam time in LBC, so I never got to celebrate with my friends. That was really not fun. It's my last birthday where I'm turning like an age that ends with teen, so that really terrifies me. Hi guys, so the birthday cake is done and I'm really excited. I feel awkward about filming this because I'm in the kitchen. My roommates were over there the entire time and I feel so bad for them. But yeah, I'm gonna blow out my candles and they're here with me. Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday to you! Happy birthday, dear Coco! Okay.